Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, I wanted to overall talk on the benefits and the struggles of being a content creator, or a sneakerhead. I don't know why I was about to say content creator. That came from nowhere. I knew I was going to be talking about sneakers. It'd have been funny if I said like, oh yeah, the benefits and the, problems of being a content creator, but then just started talking on sneakers and stuff. And I probably would have like realized it at like the last second and stuff that, oh, wait a second, I said content creator, but no. Anyways, but yeah, the benefits and the struggles of being a sneakerhead, because on one side, there's at times where you can find the shoes that you like. And that's like if you're a sneakerhead like me, where you're like, hey, yo, I don't care. As long as I like them, that's all that matters. And then you might be the sneakerhead where you're like, oh, nah, I need the best of the best. I need like the original Air Jordans and stuff. I need to get, like you're trying your hardest to get all these different, pairs of shoes. But then you might, especially if you go through this app, and it's for those that are not sneakerheads, there's this app called Sneakers. And you will overall have to go on that app to go and get the ultra like rare pairs of Jordans and stuff. And when you go on there, bro, there's bots. Okay, there are other people trying to get these shoes. Pretty much. You're going to be seeing a lot, like if you are fast, like if you got like quick hands and stuff, like if you have like the quick hands perks from Call of Duty equipped, then you might be able to purchase you a pair of shoes. But if you're dealing with bots, it's gonna be torture at times getting a pair of shoes, because there was a morning, and this is when the struggle like comes. I think I'm gonna overall talk on the struggles first, and then talk on the benefits afterwards. But because there's so many struggles compared to benefits, there's so many struggles. But anyways, the one struggle that that I see a lot with like shopping, like trying to get shoes, especially going through the sneakers app and going through any other like app or website, is that you're not going to be able to get them. You're going to be getting a lot of like misses compared to hits. And there's the one morning I remember there's these black and yellow Air Jordan 12s that I wanted to get. And I think they call it like the Bumblebee colorway or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, I wanted to get these black and yellow Air Jordan 12s. So I wake up. It's 7 in the morning, okay? Just like that little Yachty audio that's been going viral on TikTok. It's 7 in the morning, all right? The shoes was going to be available at 7. So anyways, I'm thinking it's going to be a good little walk in the park for me. I'm like, all right, I woke up. I'm on the app. I'm on, So anyways, I open up the app. I'm telling you, bruh, I had all of my like stuff like put into the app, but the app was acting so slow. The shoes had sold out. And so I wasn't even able to get me a pair. And it was so upsetting because I'm like, fam, I really wanted those shoes. I wanted to wear them. I probably have been wearing them now. But I can't because I don't have them. And so then you're all like, well, dang, how else am I supposed? So pretty much another struggle with shoes is that everybody is trying to get them and resell them. So there's apps, or there's places like StockX, Go, Stadium Goods, Flight Club. There's all these different places where people are reselling these shoes, but they're reselling them for crazy amounts. Like, let me just look up these shoes real quick to overall see how much they cost. Black and yellow Air Jordan 12s. Them shoes right now on StockX are going for $300. eBay, somebody got them on eBay for $169.99. Don't trust that. Stadium Goods, 289, stock, what, oh, so for women's, or I think girls side, I don't know what the GS, let me see what GS stands for. GS shoes, meaning, because that is girls, right? Grade school, okay, grade school. So yeah, I'm like, fam, I can't fit grade school shoes, and even the grade school ones cost $174. That's for kids, bro. That is for kids. And so it amazes me on how shoes can cost like that much. And the crazy thing about it is that they're not adding anything to these shoes. It's the same thing that you will overall buy if you were to buy it from the Nike app or a Foot Locker or a Champs or a Finish Line. Like, you know, any official store out there, it is the same thing. So overall, like, you're giving these people money, and it's like, fam, it ain't even necessary, because I'm like, bro, I don't want to buy the shoes from you in the first place. I would prefer to buy it for a retail price on an official website. Why are you forcing me to pay $300, $400, $500 for some shoes and they don't even cost it? They're not even worth that much. I'm saying, like, there be brand new shoes that just came out. There's these one Nike shoes that changes colors, right? And the shoes cost, like, I think $100. So that, in my head, that's how much them shoes are worth. Whatever Nike puts out for them shoes, that's how much them shoes are worth. I'm not trying to spend no $700 to $1,000 for a pair of shoes. I'm like, because at the end of the day, why that extra money where I could have done something with it? Why am I giving that to you? Why am I giving you, if the shoes cost $1,000, why am I giving you an extra $900 for them shoes? Like, what's going on? Are you struggling at home? Are you struggling to feed the kids? Are you struggling? Like, no, like, I'm gonna just take the moment to just call out resellers and stuff, because they do this with a lot of different stuff. And I'm like, fam, if you have a job, okay, and you're not struggling, you got a house, you got a roof, you got a roof over your head, you got food in the refrigerator, you know, you got food in the cabinets, you even have a midnight snack, bro. I'm saying, I don't be having my midnight snack is literally water, streaming, and sleeping, okay, and recording YouTube videos. That's my midnight snack, all right? So I'm saying, if you have all of the, you know, key things in life to survive, why am I paying you $1,000 for a pair of shoes that cost $100? And it's funny because I remember when I had, I posted this video a while ago on YouTube where I was talking about how the reselling game is just stupid. Like, you know, I can understand maybe if you're a struggling kid trying to make some money, but I'm like, you mean to tell me there's a bunch of kids out there getting into this stuff? First off, how do you even have the money? Because that's my thing. How do you even have the money? If you're struggling that bad, how do you even have the money to buy the shoes? I'm saying $200 pairs of Jordans, $100 shoes. Because my thing is like, okay, people are doing this, you're broke. You don't have nothing. But I'm saying if you're a kid, you literally have your parents. But I'm saying, like, if it's because you're struggling, okay, you know, I understand you're struggling. But there's people out there that will buy multiple pairs of shoes because they do that to, you know, resell them and stuff. But that's what, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, you know, if you ain't struggling, there ain't no reason to be doing all of that. But if you're struggling, okay, makes sense. I understand. But if you're struggling, bro, that's not the way of doing things. Charging somebody, you know, the amount of money that you need, and them shoes only cost like my thing is like my top price like for shoes, because when I spent like, it was $350 for these self-lacing shoes, $350 for the self-lacing shoes. That would make more sense if that shoe had cost $1,000, because of all the technology that comes with it. You have an app that you can download where you can lace the shoes Bluetooth, like a Bluetooth connection. It comes with a charging kit. It changes colors. It like, or you know, the bottom, the light up part changes colors. So my thing is that you have that. Now that to me, I'm like, okay, that would make sense. But it would only make sense if Nike was charging that much. So at the end, and that's why I'm like, you know, at the end of the day, if it came down between Nike and a reseller that's charging like $1,000 for a pair of shoes, they ain't got the self-lacing material, none of that stuff. You know, like, no, these are just, you know, it's just a regular old pair of shoes. All right, and somebody's charging $1,000 for them. Like, and the shoes just came out. It's not like it's a rare pair of shoes that came out like back in the day. It's not like it's a rare pair of shoes, because it makes sense to me when it's shoes that Michael Jordan had wore. You know, because like that shoes that he actually was like wearing out on the court. Like, I mean, the shoes came from his feet and now they're in my possession and I ain't spent thousands of dollars for them. That would make sense. But if it's literally a pair of shoes that came from a Nike factory, right? And there was nothing like, special about these shoes besides, nothing. Like, there's nothing special about. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would I spend that much? But no, that's what I want to ask everybody. What would you rather do? Would you rather pay a reseller $1,000 for a pair of shoes or buy them off of the Nike app for $100? Like, cause I'm saying, like, there's at times when it's, that type of stuff, like, you'll see where, somebody will be charging, and you could go and charge an extra for a pair of shoes, and you could very well go and get them shoes for a cheaper price on the Nike website. So I'm saying, like, that's when, you kind of just, like, look at the people and be like, you're running the scam. But no, like, it was funny because when I had, talked about that, people was getting mad at me talking about, supply and demand. Like, numerous people had said that. And I'm thinking in my head, like, you're not supplying me with nothing, okay? So therefore, you ain't gonna demand nothing out of me. My thing is this, if I'm spending $1,000 for a pair of $100 shoes, I want 10 pairs of them shoes. If not that, okay, give me $900. If I'm gonna be spending $1,000 on a pair of them shoes, I'm like, okay, it comes with $900. So at the end of the day, I'm still spending the same price. Maybe plus like tax and things. I'm trying to think. That's as far as I'll go. Just the, overall the tax and stuff. But I don't understand that. I don't even feel comfortable doing that. Nobody feels comfortable doing that. So I'm like, that's the struggle with being a sneakerhead. There are shoes out there that you want. People want to use bots to buy out the shoes and never get you a pair, and you end up having to go on a reselling website and hopefully finding like a good price. Because honestly, that's why I'm like, nah, if them shoes is costing like way too much, I'm like, no. You're not supplying me with nothing. You're not giving me extra things. Give me some extra shoelaces. Give me some cleaning materials with the shoes. Give me like, some stuff like, I'm like, okay, like, oh, now I'm getting like, some things with it. But if I'm not getting nothing with the shoes, I'm just getting the shoes and they cost $100, but you charge me $1,000. I better get some extra stuff with this. If not, then I'm like, bro, I'm not paying $1,000 for. Let me just see how much these one shoes, Nike shoes that change color. Those shoes change colors? Hold on for a second. Color change. No, okay. Nike Dunk shoes that change colors. Yeah. And somebody's on StockX trying to sell these shoes for $700. And then you got somebody on GOAT that's trying to sell them for $523. And I'm thinking in my head, like, bruh, my Xbox Series X didn't even cost that much. Okay? My TV, I honestly, I wish I would have spent much on my TV, but my TV didn't even cost that much. I'm trying to think of some other things. Headphones. Other shoes that cost like, that's way more special than these shoes. They don't even cost that much. So I'm saying, like, why am I spending that much for them shoes? Like, people, they don't understand that. And they're thinking like, oh, I'm supplying you. I'm doing this. You're not doing anything. You're wasting my time. Like, if anything, you're wasting my time. All I want to do is go on the Nike app or Foot Locker or Champs or any official store out there and buy my shoes. The fact that I got to go to you and buy some shoes and then spend an unreasonable amount, yeah, you're wasting my time. That's honestly at the end of the day what resellers do. They waste your time. They're not doing anything productive. They're not, unless, like I said, they're struggling. If not, I'm like, they're wasting my time. So that's how I feel about resellers. But anyways, but no, other than that, like, there's that. And then another thing with sneakers, like now talking on shoes themselves, at times you might not even get shoes that are your size. Like, I mean, like, obviously you will catch that mistake, like, when you're trying on the shoes. By the way, if anybody doesn't do that, make sure you try on the shoes before purchasing them. Like, especially if you go to a store and, like, you know, you're buying a pair of shoes. Like, you see some shoes on the shelves that you're like, and you're like, oh, well, these shoes are a size 10. I usually wear a size 10, so therefore I'm gonna buy these shoes. No, it don't work like that. So that's because no, there's been times there's these Kanye West shoes, like the Yeezy, they're called the Yeezy 350 versions too. And I thought like, oh, okay, you know, I can go and buy these shoes in the size 10 and it would be okay. No, it wasn't okay. I had to go a whole like size and a half just for them shoes to equal up to my like foot and stuff. And it was honestly, it was so crazy. I was like, bro, and it's funny because I remember when I was in, I had took a trip to California some years ago. And I remember there was a sneaker store like outside of Disneyland. It was like down the street from Disneyland, but they had like one of those like slot machine or like those like machine things where you can put $1 in and then get you know, a pair of shoes and stuff like. But it's like one of those, you know, like those like things where it like grabs like the little stuffed bear or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I'm like, it was one of those type of machines, but it was for shoes. And so I was trying to get me the Yeezys. And yeah, no luck. It even got to the point where one of the people that worked at the store, because I was sitting there for the longest I was trying for everything in my power to get them shoes. And yeah, it was not working at all. So anyways, but eventually I gave up. I was like, you know what? Nah, like I ain't gonna do all that and stuff. So I was mad though. I was like, but man, but at the same time, like it was good that I didn't get those shoes because I was trying to go for a size 10. At the time being, I didn't realize that those shoes was like extra small, bro. Like I'm telling you, like it's crazy how there's shoes out there's like that. And then there's like, you know, then there's some shoes out there where a 10 might be too big for you. And the shoes that do that are Timberland boots. I remember I actually had to, because there's these one Timberland boots I used to have. I ended up giving them to my dad because I think he's either half a size bigger than me, or he is a full he's either a 10 and a half or 11. But I gave him the shoes because I'm like, okay, well, he most likely can fit them. Me, on the other hand, I don't. Like, my feet are like, they're not, you know, like, they're big, but at the same time, like, you know, they're kind of like, they're not wide, they're, you know, like kind of like, they're average. I guess they're like an average 10. They're not like a, you know, a small 10 or a large 10, if that makes sense. But no, like, so there's been times where I got, you know, yeah, shoes that are too big, and I'm like, bruh, like, what is this? Why is it like this? But then of course, like, you know, shoes that are too small. And yeah, there's these there's these like, there wasn't like official Air Jordans. They were like, because that's the thing with the Jordan brand. I know everybody think that it's just, you know, like all the different types of Jordans is the ones that Jordan wore. He didn't. He probably wears them casually, maybe like out to places. But other than that, like, no, Air Jordans from 1 to 14, I believe, and he might have had some ones, because I know he did come back after, like, you know, he retired from the Chicago Bulls. He did go play for, I think it was the Wizards. So there might have been some other shoes he was wearing then, but the Chicago Bulls, like, those are the more recognizable ones, because yeah, from 1 through 14, I think, yeah, then after that 15, it was, you know, whatever and stuff. But everybody tries to get those are like, you know, those are the golden shoes. Those are like the ones that it's like, you want them shoes more than any of the other shoes. And that's the beauty, that is honestly the beauty of Jordan shoes, because no, there's these one pair of shoes that I picked up today. They're called the Jordan Point Lane, and I freaking love the look of these shoes. Like, I was watching a video, and I think it was either that, or I had looked up the shoes and then seen these ones that I bought. and was like, hey, yo, these shoes is nice. Like, and then I watched the video and then was like seeing how they overall looked. And I was like, because that's what I do. Like, it's different when you look at a pair of shoes on a website versus watching a video. And that's like honestly a benefit of like, you know, being a sneakerhead, that there's a lot of people out there, you know, looking for that particular shoe or just overall wanting to see how they like look in person, you know, because I feel like with when they take, like, especially on the official websites, you have it where them shoes like look different in a way. There's been times where I've bought shoes, I've seen them online, and then when I get them, like, you know, to like look at them and stuff, and I'm like, what? No, I don't know about this one, but no, I like eventually I still do like them and stuff. But it's been a while since I bought a pair of shoes where I'm like, I didn't realize they were gonna look like this, and then I'm like, dang, like now I feel like I kind of like made a mistake or something. But no, like that's the thing though, like where there are shoes out there where if you like just go into a store and just pick them up, like, yeah, they, you know, like that's the beauty of it. I'm like, bro, then they have it in your size, and then they feel so nice and they feel so comfortable, and you ain't gotta worry about other people trying to get them and stuff. Like, nah, it's a beautiful thing. But yeah, then there's like the other ones that you want to get but you can't get because everybody else done got them. But no, there's there's that. What are some other things? Oh, people, they will, bruh, if you have a good pair of shoes, like I feel like these shoes might not get complimented because people will probably look at it and be like, hey, yo, what are those and stuff, like, but more so because they're confused. They ain't gonna think that the shoes is fake or anything, but more so that they're probably confused because I think a lot of people, they just, you know, they stick to wearing like the originals and stuff, and then you'll have it where it's like, okay, if you wearing the originals, but I've even had it where there's been shoes that wasn't like original pairs, and people would like point and be like, hey, yo, like them shoes is nice and stuff. But now I'm like, there's shoes out there where I'm getting distracted by watching wrestling and stuff. But no, there's shoes out there are shoes out there that I've worn where it's like just they wasn't like from Air Jordan. I said that already. But no, then there's like the shoes out there that like, you know, that Jordan actually wore like out on the court and stuff. And people will compliment them. People will say, like, you know, nice things about them and stuff. But to me, it feels better when you have a pair of shoes that Jordan didn't wear, that nobody, like, you're literally the first person to wear these shoes, like, out in public somewhere. You know, like, you see everybody where they're wearing Air Jordan 4s, Air Jordan 11s, Air Jordan 1s. And then I come out with the Jordan Point Lanes. And they're like, and it's kind of dope how these shoes, because they're like 3 shoes combined in one. So it's the Air Jordan 3s, and then it's the Air Jordan 6, and then the Air Jordan 11s. So it's like it's a hybrid shoe, and it's so, bro, I'm telling you, I love the hybrid Jordans and stuff. I'm like, the hybrid Jordans, I'm like, hey, yo, like, I'm saying if I come out with a pair of shoes, I want it to be like a hybrid Jordan shoe, or a hybrid shoe where it's like a bunch of different shoes connected and stuff somehow. Because I'm saying, like, you know, a lot of people are like, fam, like, this is just my shoe idea. But there is these one pair of shoes, because that's like, I feel like another thing about being a sneakerhead is that you're gonna be coming up with shoe ideas, like, especially if you're like a down the heart, like you know, you got that creativity bone in you and stuff. But no, so my favorite pair of Jordans are the Air Jordan 11s. All right, those are my favorite pair of Jordans. That and the Air Jordan 6, but I really do like the 11s. But that, and then there's these ones, like, there's these new like Nike shoes that they introduced a few years back, called the Nike Joyride, where it has these beads at the bottom, and it looks so dope. But the beads at the bottom, all right, and then the Air Jordan 11s like upper, bro, I'm telling you, like, that's a shoe, okay? That is a shoe. Fam, I should, like, write that down. I should just write down a bunch of different, like, Air Jordan, or just, you know, a bunch of just shoe ideas and stuff, and just see where it overall goes and things. I feel like I probably could talk to somebody and be like, hey, yo, like, can you write this down and put my name next to it and stuff? Like, just, I don't know, like, call it, like, because, bro, I'm saying like Nike, hit your boy up. Like Moss, like no, because I want to come out with like a line of shoes like the Moss bread, like hybrid, but with like like but my touch on it and stuff. That just a bunch of different like hybrid. Because I'm saying, I could come up with some shoes. Okay, I definitely can. Trust me on that. So besides that, then I'm like, now I'll do like other like different types of shoes and things. So I'm saying like. Contact your boy, because I'm saying like I am available 24/7, so contact me. But anyways, but yeah, other than that, like being a sneakerhead is fun because you get introduced into so many different shoes. And then then it's there's that. Then there's like the downfalls where it's like there's shoes that you do get introduced to, but you can't get you a pair. So it is torture at times, but it's fun being a sneakerhead. I do like being a sneakerhead and stuff. I'm like, it's one of those things where it was funny when I think back, like, when I was in high school, like 10 years ago and stuff. Like when I think about it, like I hated sneakers. I didn't care what, it wasn't so much as I hated them. I just didn't care for them. I was like, it's dumb buying $200 pairs of shoes. And I'm like, I just bought me a 200. Well, not these shoes I got now, but I'm like, there's times I think about, I'm like, I bought me $200 pairs of shoes. I bought $300 pairs of shoes. Okay. I've considered, spending more money on certain shoes at times. Cause I'm like, dang, it might be worth it. But, yeah, but that's the thing. Like, when you're a sneakerhead, like if you really love them shoes, if you really want them shoes, you're going to get those shoes at some point in time. So, and then what else? Oh, then there was, then you might be like do things the old-fashioned way. You might end up going to a store early in the morning to get you a pair of shoes, and they might have them, they might not have them. I remember I did that a couple of years back with it was the Bread 11s, the Air Jordan 11s Bread edition, and went all the way up to Seattle. Went up there to go get me a pair of them shoes just to get turned away because I wasn't like I didn't reserve the shoes, or I wasn't like a reserved member or whatever that was. I'm like, bro, you guys got one too many memberships. Y'all need one membership and y'all need my money for these shoes. I have the membership. I have the money. Give me my shoes. And they want to be all difficult and technical about it and stuff. I'm like, man, forget that. So yeah, I haven't done that since then. I do wake up like in the morning, like if there are a pair of shoes, I'll try to get them. But if it's the bots, then I'm like, you know what? Nah, it ain't even worth it. So I'm gonna go back to sleep. But anyways, but no, like, it's cool being a sneakerhead and stuff. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to all my 38 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It would knock $20 off of your first purchase. And make sure you use my supporter creator code for Epic Games TMossBoss. And in the meantime, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.